Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the 49ers going up against the Colts. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that. But he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now movement already. So a flag down here on our very first play.
False start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So a glance here at the key inactives. There's other reasons, but this list, one of the reasons they've been struggling some this year.
And one that they won't make excuses with, but everyone knows that this is the key reason. Without these players, it's made it very difficult for them this season. They've battled, they've scrapped. But without those guys, hard to win games.
To throw on second down is Luck. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their new signal caller for 2017 in his 9th year now. It's Brian Hoyer.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
I've been a big fan of Carlos Hyde since his days at Ohio State. A big, strong, physical runner, nimble feet, excellent vision downfield. And what I like about him when he's at his best, his ability to wear down a defense if he gets 20 or more carries in a game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Hoyer. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Yeah, holding on to the football is a big problem for the 49ers last year. Shouldn't surprise any of us, right? When you're 2-14, you probably will lead the league in fumbles as they did. How about that, 15 last year?
15 of them, yep, and a 2-14 record, kind of indicative. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
A lot of people have Reuben Foster out of Alabama ranked as a top 5 player in the 2017 draft, but some people had concerns about his overall health with his shoulders. The San Francisco 49ers may have gotten the steal of the draft, getting him late in the first round. He can cover in the pass game, run down just about anyone in the run game, and when he tackles, you and I feel it all the way up here in the booth.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Luck finding his emerging tight end Doyle for a Colt first.
We always look for breakout seasons, and Jack Doyle had one in 2016. 59 catches. What? He didn't even have that in the previous 3 seasons.
No, previous 3, 35 combined. But he was stuck behind Kobe Fleener for a while. He went to New Orleans, really opened things up, didn't it?
Yeah, Dwayne Allen's been shipped off to New England, so Jack Doyle, truly tight end 1.
Luck. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got Moncrief. Luck connecting with Moncrief for the Indianapolis first. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back. In that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Earl Mitchell with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. Had a pretty good gain. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Play fake to Turbin. Now Luck. That's complete right around the 8. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
And Adam Vinatieri still going strong at the age of 44. The oldest player in the NFL, entered the league in 1996.
And to put that into perspective, his age, you know who was born in December of 95? This year's #1 overall pick, Myles Garrett.
How about that? And Adam Vinatieri still making big kicks all along the way.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's Hoyer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
When you look back at the 2016 season on defense for the Indianapolis Colts, when you look at the raw numbers, you're not impressed. 30th overall in total defense. So what they're trying to improve upon is playmakers. They've got to have some guys who can offset those types of numbers with making big plays and taking the ball away from the opposition.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And his 3rd year on is the punter Bradley Pinion to kick it away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run here with Turbin. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
But I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's Love. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And again, it's Turbin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. So just a lone field goal in this 1st quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Love. It's caught. Kamar Aiken. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another 1st down.
And Andrew Luck's had a shoulder injury that's lingered since 2015. His throwing arm had a little surgery after the 2016 season. Looks like he's got his zip back.
Yeah, you're right. Some heat on that one to pick up the Colts first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target they like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
Now Hoyer. Caught left side, Garcon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green,
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle to Garcon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that run. Able to pick up something there, being physical running the football. But I think he's got really good vision and great feet. He's going to be the key to this offense really being revitalized.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Al Woods busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the victim
under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, We just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Out of the gun, Luft. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. To go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Luck. Now a hit and Luck lost the football. It's out. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Red zone opportunity. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Led the NFL with 1,448 yards in 2016. The first Colt to do so since Reggie Wayne in 2007. How about this guy? He's been something.
Yeah, 4 straight years now over 1,000 and 3 straight Pro Bowls for T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, what I love about him, inside, outside, he can work it all.
Now it's Love. To the right side to Aiken. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Had a game with Baltimore a couple of seasons ago, and Kamar Aiken caught my eye in that one. Turned out he nearly had 1,000 yards that season, but last year a little bit of a slump. Really down, 29 catches. Just over 300 yards, only 1 touchdown, so they're hoping to boost his production here in Indianapolis. He can be a strong, physical, inside type of a pass catcher if they can get him going.
On first down, Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and just 1. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. To the air again. Locke got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Catch left side here by Aiken. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal. Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to. Clock throwing again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side. No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. It's good to make it 17-7. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Hoyer. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. To throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. The Colts are happy to be in front, and they'll look to play another solid half of football. The 49ers know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. All right, let's roll the highlights. Colts ball early in the second. Luck's on target here. He caps off the 7-play drive with a score, pushing the lead to 10. Now to late in the first half. On the run, here is Carlos Hyde. And he'll go for the score. Now trailing by just 3. Still late in the first half. Luck's going to complete the pass, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 7-yard line. Still a little time left on the clock. Luck here on the money to his receiver, Dante Moncrief. And he caps off the 6-play drive with the score.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
A play fake to Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep. Wiley.
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
run with Hyde. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught by Garcon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Hoyer finding Garcon there for the 49er first down.
When you're rebuilding, we know you got to hit it big in the draft, but you also want to acquire free agents. They're going to really set the tone for your team. Pierre Garcon had some history with head coach Kyle Shanahan previously. I think that's why they picked him up.
He's got great history in this league, of course, starting with the Colts, then the Redskins, now the Niners. He dumps it to Hyde, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, here we go.
And back to the ground. Hyde. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Here's Hoyer. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Hoyer to Goodwin, and the Niners have a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Detroit, set. Green, 39.
They'll go play action with Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. And this one is incomplete. Pierre Garcon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Hoyer. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at Dante Moncrief. He and the offense getting ready to go again here. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On second down, here's Locke. Going deep for Moncrief. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the lead is up to 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Well, look at Dante Moncrief. He and the offense getting ready to go again here. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. Third quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that 1 pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. They start on the ground here with Turbin. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run again here with Turbin. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Luck. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Second down following the run. A shotgun snap for Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 50, it's Love. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brock Coyle in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Colts send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Niners are going to take possession, albeit deep in their own territory. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go.
Hoyer going to hand it off to Hyde. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards. Well, there you go. Same time situation in the fourth quarter. Picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, Hyde. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now back to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
They'll set up to throw. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's Hyde. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
That would give to the big fullback use check. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. In motion right is the tight end.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. LeGarrette Blount, 96 yards on the ground to lead the way. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Eric Armstead in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 44 yards. And now down to 24 seconds after the spike. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Caught left side, Garcon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Ball start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The penalty on first down backs them up 5. It's now first down at 15.
All right, here we go. Boo,
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. Then they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Niners, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.